Call Halayim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Makakwadash. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father through the name of the only begotten Son. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone for teaching us the 100% truth according to the Bible, and who rule well. Shalom to all you Akim and you Akwat, those of the hopeful elect that are seeking salvation. Just want to bring out a few articles going into the state of the economy. All right. And we know through the spirit, the scripture says, as it pertains to prophecies, the future of this place is not bright. And we're experiencing a major downturn of the economy. All right. And, many other things that are happening on the face of the earth. But I want to bring out a few articles here. It says therealdeal.com. OK, New York real estate news. Economists predict ugly fourth quarter for U.S. housing market. OK, and we're going to go into that word economist a little bit more. But it says whether the U.S. is already in a recession remains up for debate. But one thing real estate economists agree on is that the housing market is in for a rough stretch. After a respectable start to the year, the third and fourth quarter home sales figures will be ugly, predicted Lawrence Yun, the National Association of Realtors chief economist at the National Association of Real Estate Editors annual conference in Atlanta. Okay. So the top economist of real estate is predicting an ugly fourth quarter. All right. Another news article here says the New York Times September inflation report, prices rise faster than expected. All right, we're going to hit some of these key points. It says, here's what we know. The consumer price index rose 8.2% in the year through September, another stubbornly high result driven by more costly food, rent, and other items. It says, take away from another painful inflation report. Market seesaw after another high inflation reading. Food prices climb again, weighing on household budgets. Rent inflation remain rapid, a troubling sign. Used car prices aren't declining as much as economists had hoped for. Gas prices fall slightly, but overall energy costs are soon expected to rise. And here is a chart or a graph, whatever you want to call it, a report on the different things that have been reported to increase. All right, in the month of September: gas, vehicle repairs, food, okay, home products, okay, airline fares, so it costs to travel more. Okay, it's more to travel. It says new vehicles, non-alcoholic beverages, hospital services, insurance, etc. So everything's going up. Last article here. This is from the Business Insider. Bank of America forecasts exactly how many jobs will be lost as the U.S. economy takes a downturn and how quickly. It says Bank of America is projecting that the U.S. economy will lose over 500,000 jobs in 2023. Okay, the bank expects the unemployment rate to reach 5.5%, which we know the unemployment rate is much higher. Okay, they're not reporting a lot of things like, for example, those who are homeless that don't have a job aren't in that data. Okay, and many other variables that they're not including. Okay. So Bank of America is projecting 500,000 jobs to be lost in 2023. Ecclesiastes 12:1 says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. So it's so important, man, to be seeking the Lord. All these different plagues the Lord is pushing out in these times. We are in evil times, but there's going to come a point in time where the doors of mercy is going to close. So the Lord is allowing our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, to get right with him, to seek him before the doors of mercy closes. And he rejects those who wasn't seeking him. All right, it says verse 2, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. Verse 3 says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. Now, when you go into the word keepers, it says Samar. It says to keep guard, observe, watchmen. So these elites, they have their watchmen. Okay. The economist is keeping an eye on the market and reporting back to the elites. When you go into the etymology of economists, it says household manager. So they are the keepers of the house that's reporting back to the elites. And they're seeing that things aren't looking bright. America is on a major downturn. Okay, and they're trembling. So Ecclesiastes 12:3 says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. Why are they trembling? Because they're seeing the data reports. They're seeing that, man, the job market is trashed, inflation is going up, the dollar's declining, real estate market is getting ready to hit a major crash. You know, there's the variables, everything points, all the data, the facts points to what? A crash, okay? An economic crash. So they're trembling, they're afraid. It says, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, meaning the work. So the work is declining. The unemployment rate is going up. All right. And there's going to be more layoffs. There's going to be hiring freezes. It says, and those that look out the windows be darkened. Because what? The times that we're entering into is a time of darkness. Okay. The day of the Lord is a day of darkness and not light. Okay. Up until, Yahushua comes back, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, it's going to be a lot more dark times. Okay. It's going to be dark times increasing, until the Lord comes back, and when the Lord comes back, it's going to be a great thing for the elect, because he's only saving the elect, the chosen out of the nation of Israel. Okay. So we're seeing more dark times ahead. Okay. As the Lord deteriorates and takes his place out. Verse 4 says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets, meaning the businesses. Okay. Grand opening, grand closing. So all these businesses are going to get ready to shut down. Okay, the doors are going to be boarded up, as well as the windows, which represents no place of employment. Okay, it says when the sounding of the grinding is low, you're not going to be hearing work. It's going to be very scarce. We got a preview of that during that C19. When they put in, they started putting in these requirements, and a lot of businesses started shutting down. The streets were bare. You didn't hear, construction work going on, all these different things. Okay, it says, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, okay, which I rose up to the voice of the bird this morning, 6:30 in the morning. You're hearing birds chirping. It's a spirit, which, you hear birds chirping in the morning right before you go to work. But then you're going to have these people wake up to the chirping of the birds with no job to go to. It says, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low, another sign that we're in the end. Because the music is trash, the demonic energy of the music and the mumble rap and all these things, another sign, man. So we're in some very, serious times. The economy is getting ready to crash. All right. And the economists are seeing it. They're reporting. I mean, there's no more need to be beating around the bush, because, the facts are out, and everyone is experiencing it in their day-to-day life. Second Ezra 8:50 says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world. Many great miseries, anxieties, tribulations, anguish, mournings, woes. So we're in the latter time, and more of that is going to overwhelm these people. They're losing their minds. They hate their life. They have no answers. So the Lord is weighing on these people mentally, physically, spiritually. Not just in America, but across the four corners of the earth as well. All right, but mainly here in America, where these people are very prideful. It says, because they have walked in great pride. The number one place where the pride is upheld and people are full of themselves and arrogant is America, North America. So these people really gonna get it, man. Because they haven't experienced going a period of time without food. They've always had some opportunities to be able to get another job. You get fired, or you quit one job, you get another one. Well, there's going to come a point in time where you're not going to be able to go to another job. You're going to wake up without a job. You're not going to be able to provide for your family. And then guess what? Famine's going to kick in. Inflation is going to continue to increase. Food prices is going to be off the charts come soon. Okay. But the Lord hates pride, and he's showing you he hates pride through his judgments. Okay. Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall. And that's what we're witnessing. All these arrogant people who fool themselves, no regard for a higher being, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, no humility, no meekness. Everyone wants their 5 minutes of fame. Everybody wants attention, lovers of themselves. Well, they're getting ready to see destruction. And the Lord is doing it through many different variables, okay? Many different variables. A couple of precepts and I'm going to close out. 2nd Ezra 15 and 49. It says, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, okay? And the Lord is showing that, man. A lot of people are getting kicked out of their cribs. A lot of people don't have jobs, can't find a job, have to work 2-3 jobs and still can't make ends meet. Okay? So all these different things are happening. The Lord is stirring up these things, man. It says famine, shortage, a lack of food, sword, war and destruction. It says, and pestilence, diseases. So people are experiencing all these things. And on top of that, they got health problems, health issues. Remember, they took the jump shot. Okay. So now they got fired from the same job they took the jump shot for. And still, can't get by, can't do good, It says to waste thy houses with destruction and death. So the Lord is deteriorating this place, and that's good. All right. The Wadi Al-Bashim Abashai, this place needs to be taken out, man. So, yeah, I just want to bring out these articles, man, just a update on the economy. Okay. Things are continuing to decline. And the Wadi Al-Bashim Abashai, humble these people. All right. Bring these people to ruins, destroy this place. In order for us to get the kingdom, we got to continue to see this place go down. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.